Hey guys, welcome back to Two Wheel Tips. I'm Theron from Camacho Activity Center. Today, let's talk about gears. When we talk about the gear system, we're actually talking about many different parts. This is called the drivetrain. The first line in the drivetrain is the shifter. This will help you select different gears. A cable connects the shifter all the way down here to what's called the derailleur. The derailleur derails the chain from one gear to the next. The cassette is a collection of different sized gears on the rear wheel. Moving down here is the front chainring. Typically you'll see 1, 2, or 3 chain rings. This is connected to the crankset so that when you start pedaling, it gets the drivetrain moving. If I'm pedaling my bike and I want an easier gear to climb a hill or to move my legs faster, I'm going to press this large thumb trigger. This is going to tighten the cable, which in turn tightens the derailleur and derails the chain up the gear cluster to an easier gear. If I'm on a flat and want to go faster or downhill, I'm going to want a harder gear, so I'm going to choose this smaller thumb trigger. This relaxes the cable, moves the derailleur down the cassette to a harder gear. Now we've talked about the function of the drivetrain, let's get into a little bit about gear ratios and how they work. Basically, a gear ratio could mean the revolution of the crank arm and the chainring compared to the revolution of the gear on the back or the wheel. When you shift your gears, you're changing the gear ratio. In this harder gear, compare one revolution of the chainring compared to revolutions of the wheel. You can see the wheel turning much more than the chainring. In this easier gear, compare revolutions of the chainring to the wheel. You'll see the wheel move much slower than the chainring. That's it for the drivetrain and operation of the gears. Learning how to shift your bike properly makes your ride much more enjoyable. We'll see you next time on Two Wheel Tips.